Hi there, I'm Martin Stewart, Chairman of Surrey Neighbourhood Watch. Have you ever come out of a station, maybe in the evening, and taken a different way home because the direct route, it just feels not quite safe enough, maybe isn't lit well enough, maybe there's some bushes or a wall that you always feel somebody could hide behind. But wouldn't it be a great idea if you could report this to the police to say, hey, this area at this time has a problem, we don't feel safe, please could you do something about it? You can now, and it's called StreetSafe, and it's just been launched across the whole country. So this is not a Surrey police initiative, this is a whole UK police initiative. You can record places and where you feel unsafe and reasons why you feel unsafe, and that will be fed back to the police. The police will then work with your borough council and with Surrey County Council in our case, and maybe we'll finally get something sorted out. Maybe the police will do increased patrols in that area at that particular time. If we don't tell the authorities about this, they're not really going to fix it, are they? So the easiest way of doing this is to show you how to do it. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. The start point for all of this is the police.uk website. This is the central website for the whole of the police and supported by the Home Office. If you scroll down, you'll see here we got a link to StreetSafe. Now, the first thing you need to be clear about this is not for reporting crime. If you want to report crime, we've still got the 999 and 101 route. And this first page says that if you feel there's some problem now, you can actually go and report something, and you click the link down there and that will take you to Surrey Police's reporting. In this particular case, we want to highlight an issue with a certain area where we feel unsafe, so we're going to continue to StreetSafe. Now, what StreetSafe system is going to do is ask you certain things. What it will not ask you is your name, your address, and your personal details. All the information you put in here is anonymous. So they ask you, where's it happened? Where is the problem? And quite correctly, they're going to ask you, why do you feel unsafe? What was the reason that you feel you need the problem resolved? They'll also quite fairly, I think, ask you why you haven't reported what's happened to the police before. And you'll see from the list of questions and answers, these are quite fair things to ask. Or optionally, they'll ask you about your age, gender, and ethnicity, and other things like that. But I stress those are optional. And again, don't forget, this is anonymous. So don't be frightened to put in the truth in. So let's start off and say we want to report a particular issue where we feel unsafe in our area. Just hit go. And the first thing that comes up, of course, is whereabouts is this issue? Let's put somewhere in. Sorry, West Byfleet, just happened to choose you, nothing personal. And what you get is a map centered on West Byfleet. You can zoom in and maybe we got an issue we feel about the area behind the station. So click on that and the pointer now moves to here. So the police and the authorities now know where we're talking about. Hit next. Right, a fair question. So why is it you feel unsafe? We could say it's badly lit. There's poor street lighting or no street lighting. We could say that the layout's bad, there's some blind spots, some hidden areas. And we can click a number of other things, but you can also click to do with people behavior. And you click here, okay, you feel like you're being followed, or maybe you have actually been followed. Now note, when you click one of these behavioral options, you do get asked additional information, which is fair enough. How often does it happen? Oh, it happens every day. How long is it going on for? It's been going on for months. And quite importantly, it tends to go on, only happen between, say, 4 and 8 o'clock in the evening. So you fill in any options there you feel irrelevant and you hit next. Now, why haven't you dealt with this in the past? Maybe you have, and here's the time to tell them. Right, I didn't think anybody would do anything about it. That's something we often sort of think. I don't think I'd be believed. You could put fear of the police. Don't forget, all anonymous. The police did come when called, but it's still a problem, right? All of these, tick as many that apply to you. Then hit next. And they ask one question about you. Are you male or female? Or of course you could prefer not to say. This is quite important for the police to know this. So please bear with them on that one. Now that's actually the only mandatory information they ask, because you could hit submit and that's all you need to do and off it goes. However, the police may find quite handy some extra information to do with you and the demographics. Again, they could ask you what age band you're in. I'm in that age band. Is the gender you identify with the same as sexually registered at birth? You might prefer not to say, not your problem, not going to say. Don't forget, you can always say an ethnic group, sorry, prefer not to say. These categories here are here because they are Home Office categories. So if you feel you fit into none of those, just put prefer not to say. What is your religion? Let's say prefer not to say, and prefer not to say to that one. Now, the last question, no, prefer not to say, and now you simply submit, and that's it. I won't submit in this case because this is actually a live system, and I don't want to sort of particularly submit a test one like this. That is all you do. Let's stop sharing. So, feel unsafe, unhappy about lighting. Don't forget, if there's something wrong with an existing street light, report that to Surrey County Council. Pothole, report it to Surrey County Council. This is for highlighting an area where an improvement needs to be made or a problem needs to be resolved. So go out there, make your voice known and record it, your feelings to the police and to the authorities about why you don't feel safe. Thanks for listening.